I'm going to start recording our session for this afternoon. And it's teamwork. So, who wants to take a stab at what does it mean for you to work as a team? Recite more or less what we just heard a second ago. DeAndre, there we go. I got my little app back up.
Yes.
Can you tell us what it means to you to work as a team?
Working as a team to me is basically getting multiple people together to do a certain part of a project, so it all comes together into one project.
Right, be a project or a task. Yes, thank you. Okay, here we are. We're going to be changing this. We originally had the human knot, and Luisa's going to explain the activity for you. I'll pass it now to Luisa.
So guys, this activity's name is scavenger hunt. Have you guys heard about this activity? Anyone? No?
All right.
Okay.
That was the program, but yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna play that. So please make sure you communicate well with each other, okay? You're gonna have 5 minutes to grab as many objects around your house as, 5 minutes you have to grab whatever I tell you to grab. So, so you can only complete the next action after you complete the action before, okay? So if you're unable to complete one action, you need to convince Diego and I that the item that you have can take over can take over the item I asked you. Like, so you kind of have to really use your communication skills to kind of write us. Okay, so Diego and I, okay, you guys can take this this item instead. Okay, so let's see here. So one person, okay, I'm gonna pick one person. Let's see, Julie. Can you please collect a photo album? Julie. Second one, while she's looking for it. 2 people in the class, let's see, Ahmed and Pablo. Collect 1 bottle of water each of you. Don't show yet, wait a little bit. Julie? Okay. Now, 3 people in the class, collect books, 1 book each. So it's gonna be Jordan, Carlos, and Teresa. Your book. Okay, good, very good, Jordan.
Do we have to show it right now?
Yes, please. Sorry, I don't see everybody, so tell me when you have the item in your hand. Very good, Carlos. How is the book, by the way?
I've read like half through it, so I haven't finished it yet, but this is a genius right here.
Yeah, he is. And who else did I ask? Sorry, I can see everybody on the camera. Okay, Ahmed, let me see your book.
You should be able to see my screen. If you look at my screen, I have everybody up.
No, I'm seeing, I can only see 4 students.
Bottle or book?
Oh no, it's Teresa. Sorry. Okay, I see here, Teresa. Thank you. Now I wanna everyone in the class, so everybody, all of you guys, including you, Diego, to collect a pen or a pencil. A pen or a pencil.
You guys are out of luck. Pen or a pencil?
I have mine here too. Okay, I see here. LG? Justin? Alexa? Julie?
I got one.
Yeah, I have one.
Have
Yeah.
one?
No, Alexa.
LG, are you there? Do you have a pen or a pencil? Okay, perfect. Next one. 3 people in the class must each collect 2 different kinds of fruits. So I would like Justin. So 2 kinds of fruit, Justin. You need to bring it here to the camera. DeAndre and Alexa.
Okay.
I want you to collect 2 types of fruit.
I hope they both get the same fruit, like a banana. My favorite fruit.
Who is speaking? Sorry. Oh, Lazaro.
Yeah, it's me. I hope they get the same fruit and it's a banana because I love bananas.
I know. I'm hungry. I didn't eat my lunch, so I'm super hungry.
I don't have any fruit.
Okay, so you have to convince Diego and I about something else that you can show it to us, and we can maybe change our minds and say, okay.
You got a vegetable? You gotta have vegetable.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Just bring me some rice and beans.
Andrew, are you back? Justin, what do you have there for us?
Wait, was I supposed to grab a fruit too? I stepped away for
Orange?
just a sec.
And what is that? A strawberry?
Yeah, that was a strawberry and an orange I saw.
Okay. I love both.
I have carrots.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, carrots. I'll get that. I'll take it.
Ooh, I see a
Take
banana.
that, Diego?
That looks like a plantation, though. A
plantain or a banana. We said vegetable or fruit. I'll take those.
Yo, why you snitching?
Well, technically speaking, a banana's not even a fruit. It's a herb. That's
Right.
Really?
A lemon.
Here we go.
Lemon, okay. And what else, DeAndre?
Oh,
Banana.
okay.
Banana. Un plátano.
Really yellow plantain.
There we go.
Very-
That's still sweet.
Well, still works. Just fried that.
Yeah.
All right, next one. 3 people in the class must collect a pet toy. So it can be a little bear or any pet toy that you have in your house. Let's see, Pablo, Daniel, and who else I didn't call? Christina.
You said 1 or 3?
Just one pet. Pet toy. Mm-hmm.
Oh, then. All right, here we go. One pet. Pet.
Hello.
But I have a toy here.
Yeah, I brought like a little ladybug toy and like a little giraffe.
Let me see again, Daniel. Sorry, I couldn't find your camera.
So it's like a little like ladybug, little squeak.
Okay.
And then
That
you
is-
have the little giraffe.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, but she has like a whole toy like collection. Had to keep that organized.
Very nice. Pablo, you back?
Nope. I'm
Not
not.
yet. Oh, look at the camera.
Okay, guys, this is all I have for you. Are you guys ready for my pet? I don't have a pet stuffed animal or anything, but I just brought this. It's an elephant.
Okay, yeah. It is a pet. An elephant is an animal, so I take it. Do you take that, Diego? You accept it?
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
I don't have any animals. Sorry about that.
I have one more
We'll let you
student.
slide this time.
I don't keep any of that stuff, guys. Come on.
The truth is, it's got stitches and everything, and he doesn't want to show it to us. That's what it is.
I promise.
Anything else that you can show to us instead?
I had stepped away for a second. What did you want them to bring?
A pet. Any pet
Oh.
toy.
Any pet?
Oh, a pet toy. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna bring a real pet.
Yeah.
He's kind of like a toy. You want to see him?
I want to see it.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 second.
I should have just brought my little lizard, my leopard gecko. Would that count if it was real?
See, Christina. I see it.
We'll go.
Okay, I'm gonna ask for the next one since he's taking
While he's getting that, yeah.
so we don't waste too much
A
time.
little bit more difficult to get that one. Gotta catch up to him. Come back, come back.
Oh, that is so cute, Christina.
Hey, look who's been running away.
Here's my pet. Say hi, Charlie.
Aw.
I don't see it.
You can't see it?
Oh, that is so cute. I see it now.
Say hi, Charlie.
He's like so relaxed.
He hates me right now. All right, see you later.
Now, one person I'm gonna pick. Let me see. Teresa, can you collect a coffee maker or maybe just take your phone and take a picture? A coffee machine? If it's not too hard, I'm sorry, but.
Teresa? We can't hear you. Oh. She found something in Amazon. Coffee
Coffee, okay.
maker. You see it?
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I see it. Now,
Thank you.
thank you. I would like Julie and did I forget anyone? Let me see. Jordan to collect a CD. A CD. Do you guys know what a CD is?
Nope.
No?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, you guys are very young, super
I'm
young.
kidding. I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Julie and Jordan, a CD. Can you collect a CD?
Is that Dead Mouse? Yeah.
The only album I've ever bought.
Good job, Jordan. Good job.
Good
Julie,
choice.
are you
Huh?
back?
It's a good choice.
I haven't listened to it in years.
Really? What about on Spotify or something like that?
I fell out of Dead Mouse
Well, what about Linkin Park?
long time ago, huh?
R.I.P.
Okay.
R.I.P.
Oh, Linkin Park is in my.
R.I.P. to Chester.
A lot of kids
But
don't
R.I.P.
know who Deadmau5 is anymore. It's kind of sucks.
I know who he is.
Yeah, a lot of kids don't know who Deadmau5 is anymore. I was like, wow, don't know who Deadmau5 is? Wow.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's like
He was the king of 2010.
Yeah, exactly. Like 2010.
All right, guys. Sorry, let me pause you guys here. Now, I want everyone in the class to collect their cell phone and show it to me. Cell phones. See, that's a one. Very good. They're all connected, huh? What do you think will work well in this activity, guys? Or
Everybody listen.
everybody listen? Did everybody work as a group when I asked for more than one person to pick up an item?
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
Do you think if we did this exercise, you know, in class, of course, with different items, would it be easier or more difficult? What do you guys think?
Yeah, they get a lot more creative.
Mm-hmm. You think it gets hard to play activities like this online, virtually?
Maybe easier.
Okay. I'm gonna pass back to Diego then, all right?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, so we might have had a little bit of difficulties there. That obviously, some of us didn't have a fruit. I'm just kidding. But all kidding aside, that could happen in reality. We need to be able to reach out to our team to be able to hopefully get another solution to it, as you guys did. You came and asked us, and we liked what was it, a banana, or not a banana, some other vegetable was brought, a carrot, and at least that was accepted. When we met that challenge, we didn't give up. We continued and at least tried to come up with another solution with what we have. Overall, what do you think you learned, Justin, about the effectiveness of teamwork with this activity?
Teamwork, when it's applied properly, can really accomplish anything.
Right? Yeah. If there's any a break in communication, you think it'll work?
No.
Right? We have to be successful in obviously communicating and willing to help each other. We always help each other at no matter what. I let you know right now, I was frustrated sometimes with some of my counterparts who I believe were slackers, and obviously for the client, always for the client must not suffer. We are there to help. We, in the background, let our supervisor and or any other management involved know, obviously, hey, look, Mikey, he dropped the ball. I saw the ball was rolling and rolling and rolling, so I decided to pick up the ball. I attempted to give it to him, but he told me he didn't have enough time, so I fixed the issue. I didn't let the customer suffer at any point. I'm reporting this after the fact because if I wait too long and something happens, and then we all look bad, all right? I'm not saying here that you're going to be picking up every single ticket from everybody, but there is going to be times that maybe you're on that help desk and you're already on the second call that's come in, and you see that Mikey's not answering the phone. And guess what? The rule was, since we are a help desk, the phone can't ring more than 3 times. If not, the supervisor is walking into that room. You think I let that phone ring more than 3 times? I would pick up his line in front of his face and answer it. Now, after years, and when I got into management, I realized that person wasn't getting raises for years. Meanwhile, I was getting raises. Yes, he wasn't being scolded in front of a person. He wasn't being told anything in front of a person. But I assure you, when those monthly or quarterly reviews are being done, or even on the spot moment, when it's in the background, you will not see it. But it is happening. I assure you it is happening. Being maybe in your grade in a class or in your raise inside your actual job, it will affect it. If you think you get away with it, guess what? You're not. And you will not obviously advance. You're going to stay exactly stagnant where you are. You're not going to get any raises. Your reviews are going to be obviously not good at any point in time. You might be even brought in and reprimanded to the point where HR is getting involved. So I strongly recommend, obviously, for those that were like my friend Mikey at work. I'm not going to give his real name. Sooner or later, I'll give up his name. I know it always slips out. But he even came up 10 years later and he was complaining about it. He actually had the audacity to tell me, because he's like, he had to fight with me. Like, I can't believe it. These guys don't want to give me any raise, and I will do this and that. And I'm like, smiling up. Okay, you really, all right. So always work as a team, and willing to obviously to pick up, unfortunately, slack for another team member happens a lot of times. Always obviously report whatever you see, but don't let the customer suffer. That clear? And obviously, always know when to ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help, because waiting until the last minute to go and ask your coworker when that ticket's about to expire is not the time to say, hey, look, I can't figure this out, or I didn't have time. If you really are overloaded, feel free to let your team workers know. And if they don't want to take it, go ahead and let your supervisor know. I'm pretty sure you can justify if you really are overloaded and cannot do it. We do not let the customers suffer at any point. Pablo, can you help me define teamwork a little bit here? You think?
Yeah, of course. So, do you want me to identify the benefits of teamwork?
No, just give me your little definition of teamwork, and then eventually we're going to cover the 3 key actions to develop team skills. And in here, we only covered basically the definition. So if you could just give me what you think the definition is to you.
Just working collectively, trying to find a common goal, or like achieve a common goal.
Exactly. Be a task or a actual project, as someone said other word. Thank you, Paula. So teamwork obviously is a behavioral skill that makes up a group of people, as we're saying, to reach a shared goal or task or whatever it is at that time. I believe there is, correct me if I'm wrong, inside the Google Classroom, you should have a handout, a reading, and we're going to be split out there to basically read together in your groups and review. So if you guys can all start getting that while I start preparing here your little groups and breakout rooms. On question number 1, we'll go with Pablo. Which teamwork guideline did Edgar use best to provide these examples there?
So we went with C, giving and seeking help appropriately.
C. Sorry, I'm trying to look at it up here myself. Great. This just closed on me. Sorry about that. Give me a second. Because obviously they have a teacher one and then they have the regular one.
That took forever.
Does everybody agree? I guess, because I haven't read it.
You said C, right?
C, right? Everybody agree?
Yeah, it's C.
All right. Thank you. Second one, I guess, since this thing kind of closed on me, and I'm still looking for it. Can somebody answer the second question?
Second question, based on the events described, which teamwork guideline does Edgar most need to improve on? How do you know?
Mm-hmm. So what did your team put?
We put A, communicating with each other, and then the two examples we have here is communicating with each other. Edgar had came up with a way to solve a problem that a lot of clients were having issues with the new app, but he decided not to speak up in the meeting, assuming that they know. So he failed to communicate. And another example is he decided not to, I don't know, it's similar, not bad. So we only have one example.
Okay.
But I have another example. He failed to communicate when he had personal meetings with a conflicting schedule with his personal meeting though.
Yeah, that one I remember. That one from last time I read it, which was like 3-4 months ago. No, actually more, right? It was in November. So, but that, yeah, he also failed, right? Let's see, Jordan, can you help me with the next question, please?
What would you recommend that Edgar do next time? I think he should be more open with his communication and not wait until the last minute to let his colleagues know of any obstructions to his schedule, and also share any helpful information with them.
Right? Definitely. Everybody agree? Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, let me go here now to back to the Nearpod. What? Where'd he go? Oh, that's right. I jumped. Never mind. Sorry about that, guys. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. I do apologize. I was reading this while you guys were in your room. All right. So now we're supposed to do the marshmallow challenge. Everybody go. No, I'm just joking. That was just a joke. Sorry. That was the original thing, but I'll show you guys the video that I have in reference to that. And it's amazing though. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of the marshmallow challenge. Anybody heard of that ever? No.
Do you just put marshmallows in your mouth?
No, that would be cool. That would see how many marshmallows you can fit in your mouth. Yeah. No,
That's
but
called chubby bunny.
this was what is amazing about this is he's gonna tell you overall the marshmallow challenge itself and the aspects of geniuses per se compared to kids and other people. And the marshmallow challenge is very interesting to say the least. The first time we actually had in the classroom, we were able to create 3 groups, and it was very enjoying trying to see if they could figure out how to do it. But it's pretty difficult, I'll tell you that much. Here we go. Oh, sorry about that. Here I go. Let me go back. I don't think I have the right button. I haven't shared my screen, so that's what. Now you guys should see her.
Bless you.
Bless you. You have to see my screen now? All right.
Several years ago here at TED, Peter Skillman introduced a design challenge called the Marshmallow Challenge. And the idea is pretty simple. Teams of 4 have to build the tallest freestanding structure out of 20 sticks of spaghetti, 1 yard of tape, 1 yard of string, and a marshmallow. And the marshmallow has to be on top. And though it seems really simple, it's actually pretty hard because it forces people to collaborate very quickly. And so I thought this was an interesting idea, and I incorporated it into a design workshop, and it was a huge success. And since then, I've conducted about 70 design workshops across the world with students and designers and architects, even the CTOs of the Fortune 50. And there's something about this exercise that reveals very deep lessons about the nature of collaboration, and I'd like to share some of them with you. So normally, most people all begin by orienting themselves to the task. They talk about it, they figure out what it's going to look like, they jockey for power, then they spend some time planning, organizing, they sketch in, they lay out spaghetti. They spend the majority of their time assembling the sticks into ever-growing structures, and then finally, just as they're running out of time, someone takes out the marshmallow, and then they gingerly put it on top, and they stand back, and ta-da! They admire their work. But what really happens most of the time is that the ta-da turns into an uh-oh, because the weight of the marshmallow causes the entire structure to buckle and to collapse. So there are a number of people who have a lot more uh-oh moments than others. And among the worst are recent graduates of business school. It's amazing. They lie, they cheat, they get distracted, and they produce really lame structures. And of course, there's teams that have a lot more ta-da structures, and among the best are recent graduates of kindergarten. And it's pretty amazing, as Peter tells us. Not only do they produce the tallest structures, but they're the most interesting structures of them all. So the question you want to ask is, how come? Why? What is it about them? And Peter likes to say that none of the kids spend any time trying to be CEO of Spaghetti Inc., right? They don't spend time jockeying for power. But there's another reason as well. And the reason is that business students are trained to find the single right plan. Right? And then they execute on it. And then what happens is when they put the marshmallow on top, they run out of time, and what happens? It's a crisis. Sound familiar, right? Okay. What kindergartners do differently is that they start with the marshmallow and they build prototypes, successive prototypes, always keeping the marshmallow on top. So they have multiple times to fix and to build prototypes along the way. So designers recognize this type of collaboration as the essence of the iterative process. And with each version, kids get instant feedback about what works and what doesn't work. So the capacity to play and prototype is really essential, but let's look at how different teams perform. So the average for most people is around 20 inches, business school students about half of that, lawyers a little better but not much better than that, kindergarten's better than most adults. Who does the very best? Architects and engineers, thankfully. And 39 inches is the tallest structure I've seen. And why is it? Because they understand triangles and self-reinforcing geometrical patterns are the key to building self-reinforced stable structures. So CEOs, a little bit better than average, but here's where it gets interesting. If you put an executive admin on the team, they get significantly better. It's incredible. You know, you look around, you go, oh, that team's going to win. You can just tell beforehand. And why is that? Because they have special skills of facilitation. They manage the process. They understand the process. And any team who manages and pays a close attention to work will significantly improve the team's performance. Specialized skills and facilitation skills, the combination leads to strong success. If you have 10 teams that typically perform, you'll get maybe 6 or so that have standing structures. And I tried something interesting. I thought, let's up the ante once. So I offered a $10,000 prize of software to the winning team. So what do you think happened to these design students? What was the result? Here's what happened. Not one team had a standing structure. Not one had, if anyone had built, say, a 1-inch structure, they would have taken home the prize. So isn't it interesting that high stakes have a strong impact? We did the exercise again with the same students. What do you think happened then? So now they understand the value of prototyping. So the same team went from being the very worst to being among the very best. They produced the tallest structures in the least amount of time. So there's deep lessons for us about the nature of incentives and success. So you might ask, why would anyone actually spend time running a marshmallow challenge? And the reason is I help create digital tools and processes to help teams build cars and video games and visual effects. And what the marshmallow challenge does is it helps them identify the hidden assumptions. Because frankly, every project has its own marshmallow. doesn't it? The challenge provides a shared experience, a common language, a common stance to build the right prototype. And so this is the value of the experience of this so simple exercise. And those of you who are interested may want to go to marshmallowchallenge.com. It's a blog that you can look at how to build the marshmallows. There are step-by-step instructions on this. There are crazy examples from around the world of how people tweak and adjust the system. There's world records that are on this as well. And the fundamental lesson, I believe, is that design truly is a contact sport. It demands that we bring all of our senses to the task and that we apply the very best of our thinking, our feeling, and our doing to the challenge that we have at hand. And sometimes a little prototype of this experience is all that it takes to turn us from an uh-oh moment to a ta-da moment, and that can make a big difference. Thank you very much.
Okay. So, Christina, what can you tell me would be the most challenging part of building this tower with a team? From what you saw, what could be the most challenging part there?
I guess getting everybody on the same page of what they think is the best structure to make
build,
it.
right? That
Yeah.
initial communication and planning is very key, and a lot of times teams fail because they're more concerned about their position, as they saw where all those CEOs were all together and they're all big top ones and they all know that how to do the best thing, and then all of a sudden all they did was just bring an executive admin. Everybody know who that person is? Anyone want to take a wild guess who is the executive admin?
The one that does all the work.
That's the secretary.
Oh.
And executives, in other words, they're the executive. The boss is the executive, the CEO, and the admin that is with him. So that's why the position's called the executive admin, because she's an executive position, but she's the admin of that person. So basically, usually those persons will be able to facilitate because she's used to dealing with all of them and is able to communicate and get them to collaborate together. You'd be surprised. The best executive admins sometimes are the best team players and are one of the best out there. Just like there's a saying, I think, I know it's a masochist saying, but they say you see a successful husband, you see a very, very smart wife behind him. Or the president, the same thing. You'll see that a lot of the presidents that have been successful usually because they have a teammate, a person beside them. Nowadays, I can't say it's a woman. I have to be politically correct. Whatever, which way you want, guys want to have a significant other that is there to make sure that they're in line, a teammate to put them in line and make sure everything's doing well. Next, Teresa, can you tell me what would have changed about the process they used that could have been easier? So what could have helped them in their process? A lot of them, especially in the point when money was involved, what could have helped them? One thing that we learned, that when a customer is very upset, very outraged, and what should we always do? You're muted. You're muted.
Yeah.
There we go.
One thing you should always, of course, apologize. Another thing is to of course, try to fix the solution.
Mm-hmm.
But you should also be able, if it's possible, to give an incentive for any mishap or anything, if it's possible.
Okay. Anybody else want to put so basically everybody's on their tiptoes, right? And kind of either angry at each other and frustrated. So what should we be? Instead of angry and frustrated, what emotion should we have at any point? Although it's very hard, it was one of the things that we should have.
And calm.
Remain
adaptation.
And adapt. If we're able to remain calm and adapt to the situation, we should be able to fix the problem. If we continue just to start pointing fingers and blaming, oh no, but Mikey, you know, he didn't do his part. We need this and that. Not going to get us anywhere. We need to be able to react and hopefully remain calm, communicate with each other. If Mikey's not able to make it today and we need to pick up the slack and run the drops ourselves or have a vendor come in or whoever it is that can help us to resolve the issue to get it done. Always communicate, obviously, to management the problems that you may be having, be Mikey or not. Maybe the cables never came in, and you know Mikey's afraid to say that the cables didn't come in, and you finally you got the information. Let management know, hey, look, we just found out right now, but the reason Mikey hasn't been able to complete this is that the cables haven't come in. We don't have the cables to complete the drop, whatever it is. But we always want to communicate at all times with the team and with management. We're not here to tell on people. We're here to communicate the facts. And the facts, unfortunately, sometimes hurt people and they take it personal. But that was another rule we have, right? Never take it personal at any point because this is work. That's what we're here for. All right. Thank you. Let's see here. What did surprise you guys about the challenge overall? What was the biggest surprise about this challenge that worked very well? For who?
The kindergartners had the best, tallest structures.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
I did enjoy that the most, that kindergartens could make a much more larger structure than people that are graduating from college. That was an enjoyable thing. Obviously, the architect, they kind of cheated because they already do it. We can't count them. But the kindergartners, out of anybody else, pretty much was ahead of everybody else. That was awesome. All right, it's 2:03. Let's go into break now. I'll see you guys at 2:18. We're pretty much finished up here anyways. We shall be able to define teamwork and understand what teamwork is, identify the 3 actions to develop your teamwork skills, and identify the benefits of teamwork. All right, guys, I'll see